parents, and invited guests, good afternoon. Welcome to the commencement exercises of the Cosby High School Class of 2024. Because we wish to honor our graduates in a special way, we ask that you silence all cell phones and celebrate with appropriate applause so that each family can hear their graduate being recognized. Now, please rise and remain standing for the entrance and procession of the Cosby High School Class of 2024.
Good morning. My name is Salutatorian, and I am the SA President. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Thank you.
Good morning, parents, students, and faculty. I am Sebastian Blott, and for those of you who don't know, I've had the privilege of being the president of the class of 2024. On behalf of the class of 2024, I would first like to extend a warm welcome to the platform guests attending our graduation ceremony. Dr. Mervyn Doherty, Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools, the Honorable Stephen Peranto, Chesterfield County School Board, Matoaka District, the Honorable Kevin Carroll, Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors, Matoaka District, Mr. Ryan Harder, former school board representative for the Matoaka District, Dr. Joseph Tylis, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Lisa High, Chief of Schools, Mr. Benjamin Snyder, Principal of Cosby High School, Ms. Catherine File, Associate Principal, Ms. Jennifer Varga, Assistant Principal, Ms. Amanda Dunbrack, Assistant Principal, Mr. Christopher Warman, Assistant Principal, Ms. Sarah Eisert Wodarzik, Dean of Students, Ms. Merrill Williams, School Counseling Coordinator, and Mr. Scott McKegg, Cosby Faculty. And to my fellow graduates, I would first like to congratulate each and every one of you for genuinely being the most enthusiastic, ambitious, and courageous group of people I've ever met. And while I could stand before you today and read you some quote or idea from Ralph Waldo Emerson, Dr. Seuss, or some other person or thing that has no idea what it's like to be us, I thought it'd be more beneficial to share some of my own thoughts and feelings, things that I've been waiting years to share with you all. Overall, I'm more than confident that we can all agree that these 4 years together have been moments of laughter and excitement. They have taught us all memorable lessons that will allow us to walk with conviction and confidence throughout the world. But after years of reflection and hours of deep thinking, my first lesson for you all is to start realizing that not everything in life is meant to be a beautiful story, and that is okay. For some of us, these 4 years at Cosby is where we found our best friends. It's where we formed meaningful relationships that will continue to transcend trials, and it's where we'll look back to in 30 years with nostalgic eyes and think of all the things that made us Titans. But for some of us, including myself, these 4 years of Cosby is where we had to find ourselves. It's where we had to persist when people poked holes in our accomplishments and found joy in our failures. It's where people positioned themselves as our judge and our jury when all we really wanted was a partner in crime. And what I've learned from these 4 years is that all of these stories and trials are surprisingly just stories and trials. And what I mean by this is, as humans, we have the ability to take the lessons learned into the next chapter of our lives. But the stories themselves do not bleed through to the next pages unless we let them. So while some things may slip into your life like a rainbow, but leave a tornado in their wake, we have to understand as soon-to-be graduates and adults that even the worst stories hold lessons of value and significance, and we must begin to see it. Another lesson I'd like to share with you all is what being alone actually means. Despite the word alone referring to the circumstance of having no one or nothing else around us, I need to stress to every single one of you that alone is not synonymous with not good enough. Alone is not a weakness or something to be ashamed of. The concept of being alone is a foundation, a steady ground within ourselves that will be there whether or not we're sleeping beside the tired bones of another human being. So know that when we all depart today and begin forging our own paths throughout the world, alone is having the knowledge of ourselves. It is a ruthless dedication to understanding our hearts and fighting for what compels it. Alone is an anchoring and a healing reminder that the love we find within ourselves will be ours forever. A reminder that we have the capacity to be our own home. So the next time you all feel alone, whether it's in your new college city or in a room filled with people, see its value and significance and trust that it will allow you to embrace who you are becoming. So, what I've earned from these 2 epiphanies and lessons is that I can now confidently stand before you today and say that our youth isn't the time where we are supposed to figure everything out or the time where we are supposed to find out who we are meant to be. As someone who has used the happiness from these 4 years of high school as a bargaining chip for an uncertain future, I now understand that these years are for youth, are for understanding what fuels us and what makes us feel empty. They are meant for failing over and over and over again just to get back up and retry and become resilient. For becoming familiar with what brings us joy, but what also reaps us of our happiness. All these years of our youth to come are meant to be for mistakes, falling in and out of love and going on different paths of different journeys. And while we all may not have much insight exactly where we are headed next, trust that one day we will all end up exactly where we are destined to be, however and whenever we get there. And then, and only then, we can look back on these beautiful and not so beautiful years, those times where we felt overwhelmingly alone, and we will finally be grateful for the way things happen and the experiences that have shaped us. Congratulations again to the class of 2024. Here's to many more years of lessons learned and stories that'll place us all on the vanguard of change. Now, please welcome Dr. Mervyn Doherty, Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools, to give his remarks to our graduating class.
Congratulations to the Cosby High School class of 2024. First of all, please take a deep breath. Just relax. You're going to get a chance to walk across the stage, shake hands, and then go to the parties that are planned. All right? So first of all, I'd like to thank the family members and friends who are here to support you. And I want you just to look around at the crowd we have here today of people who have been with you during your entire educational career to this point. So, they have been very good, but they're way too quiet for me. So, listen up now. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm going to give you a chance here. So, on the count of 3, we're going to stand up, and you yell your child's name as loud as you can. You ready? Stand up. 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you. Thank you. Now, as quiet as your parents have been, I knew they had it in them, but I wanted you to hear the support that you have and that you will always have. So parents and guardians, thank you. I would like at this time to recognize anyone in our audience who has served or is serving in our military. Would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Any Cosby students that would be joining the military after graduation, would you please stand at this time? Thank you. I have the privilege at each graduation to present 2 superintendent scholarships valued at $1,000. The students were selected by the schools and the students do not know who they are. So when I call your name, please come to the stage to receive your scholarship. Kiro Ibrahim, please come forward. Mr. Ibrahim will be attending the University of Virginia. The second scholarship, Isabella Rodriguez. Isabella will be attending James Madison University. As I mentioned, Isabella will be attending James Madison University in the fall. Graduation speeches usually run between 3 to 6 minutes with 4 to 5 people, maybe 6 or 7, giving advice on the future, and many times offering you just a little bit of insight to what's going to happen down the road. Now, I've been honored and blessed to give over 150 graduation speeches in my career, and today is my final speech that I get to give to a class of Cosby High School. Life's journeys take you through many seasons of life. You are ending one right now. You are entering your high school career, and the opportunity to go to college, to go to the military, to have a job is extremely important for your next season. I always remind seniors of 2 things. One, and this is an expectation that we have and your parents have. Eventually, you have to get a job, and when you get the job, you get to do something that we all get to do, and you get to pay taxes. Congratulations. But this is an exciting time for you. So 2 pieces of advice I'd like to offer you. 1, never let anyone outwork you. Always give your best no matter what the job or assignment is. And 2nd, always speak the truth no matter what the situation is. You need to protect your name. And that's by always telling the truth, no matter how painful it may be at sometimes. See, I love the characteristics that the Scouts have. And there are three that I want you to think about. Do you have them, or how do I get them? One, are you trustworthy? Do people think of you as a person that tells them the truth and they can be trusted? Second, are you a helpful person? Do you assist others? Are you willing to go the extra mile for somebody else? And third, are you friendly and cheerful? Nobody wants to be around somebody who is miserable. They want to be drawn to people that are excited and look forward to the next steps they're going to take in their future. See, each day is exciting because you never know what's next. Each breath you have is important. So make the best of today, and then tomorrow, and then the next day. Keep pushing forward. Do not let anyone tell you you cannot do it. Do not let the negative crowd ruin your path for success. Do not listen to those people who want to stop you from forging ahead. If you feel sorry for yourself and listen to negative people, then you will fall into a very serious rut. I just look at my life and I said, if I listened to the people around me growing up, I'd have never gone to college. I'd never been the first in my family to get a degree. I'd never been a superintendent with a doctorate, because I believe in surrounding myself with people who want to be positive, not negative. And I encourage you to do the best. As you leave here today, find those people that want to lift you up, not tear you down. Remember the success that Mr. Rogers gives from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. First, be kind to others. Second, be kind to others. And third, be kind to others. It is written by Patricia Gato. It says, be kind to others, take a look around you. Although we are different, similarities abound. Try not to judge, pick on, or tease. Treat each other fairly with kindness and ease. Wait until you know what's deep down inside. You might find a friend standing right by your side. Graduates, I am extremely excited today when you walk across this stage to shake your hand and wish you the very best, because I believe each of you have something to offer and be great to our society. In closing, that I have done in every graduation speech I've ever given, I leave you with this quote of over 4,000 years ago. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show his face to you in the steps that you take and give you peace. Titans, God bless you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow elected officials, Dr. Daughtery, Principal Snyder, Central Office staff and administrators, teachers, parents, and most importantly, the illustrious class of 2024, the Titans of Cosby. My name is Stephen Peranto, and I have the honor of serving you, representing the Matoaca District on the Chesterfield County School Board. On behalf of the Chesterfield County School Board, I'd like to extend our congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. Before I begin, I would like to note that approximately 13 years ago, a mini version of you, the graduating class of 2024, were small kindergartners that, for some, did not want to let go of your parents' leg when it was time to be dropped off to class. In that moment, I can assure you, your parents' heart broke as they knew and recognized that their baby was growing up before their eyes, and your parents were told, do not blink. It'll be over before you know it. And now look, here we are at your high school graduation, and your parents and families are sitting in the stands in awe of you and your many accomplishments thus far. So, will the graduating class of 2024, would you please stand to your feet, face in the direction of your families, and give them a standing ovation for helping you get to where you are today? Please be seated. Graduates, our job is done. And by our, I mean the teachers and faculty that helped you get to this point. Your job, your journey has just begun. You graduate today in a century that is only a quarter old, at a time in history when our world is dealing with enormous challenges, but at a time when the opportunities created by those challenges have never been greater. You are technology natives, born and educated in a technological world that was only found in science fiction stories when I was a child. Now, you tweet, like, share, tag, repost, and marvel over the number of followers of your favorite celebrity or sports icon. Information is found so easily, and your social media presence has placed the known world at your fingertips. You are the generation that will take our known technology to heights never once realized. You are the ones who will bring solutions to environmental and natural resource concerns. Who knows? Someone in here may be the one to determine the cure for cancer, or find themselves in the International Space Station, sitting on the Supreme Court, in the Oval Office, or maybe you return to Cosby High School to educate the next generation coming up behind you. My point is this: the opportunities that are in front of you are endless. So now you are poised to start a new chapter in your life, armed with the skills and knowledge you have attained. I can tell you are eager to tackle the next phase, whatever that may be. For some, you're off to college. Others are heading straight into the job force. And the select few, as we have recognized here this morning, are headed into our armed forces. Whatever it is you do in life, it will change our world, and the contributions you make will be felt by many. In 2008, J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter books, addressed the graduating class of Harvard University and said this: "Some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. Can you imagine a life so cautiously lived that you have failed by default, contributing nothing to this world and not making an impact that will shape our future? I can't imagine that anyone wakes up and chooses this as an option. Most certainly not the esteemed graduates that sit before us today. So take risks, set goals, take the detours in life that will pop up, and use them to your advantage. Never stop being a student of life's lessons. Continue learning and growing as an individual. You live in the greatest democratic society this world has ever seen, and by living in this time, you can pursue any opportunity that you desire. You simply must take the first step, just like you took the first steps into your kindergarten classroom all those years ago. While I was waiting for today's commencement to begin, I felt the joy from each of you as you prepared for this ceremony. You helped others with their cap and gown, gave hugs and high fives, and turned around several times to make sure your family was in eyesight. Take this same energy with you when you leave here today. Embrace those around you and never forget where you have come from. Continue to care for yourself and others, for no one achieved greatness without a team supporting them. In other words, we need each other to get to where we are going. In closing, I leave you with this challenge that I hope you will accept. In the words of my grandfather, please leave what you are about to enter better than how you have found it. We need you, our future leaders, now more than ever, and always remember that you are a senior once, but Titans forever. May God bless you, the class of 2024, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's hard to follow those two well-spoken individuals, but we'll do what we can. Good morning, graduates. I know this is a very exciting day for you. I want to thank Dr. Doherty for his service to the community, his time as a superintendent of the schools. I think that you've done an outstanding job, and we were very fortunate to have you. And I don't know if I've actually ever said that publicly, so I wanted to make sure we said it today. Get a round of applause for Dr. Doherty, please. Suppose I should introduce myself. My name is Kevin Carroll. I have the honor of serving on the Chester County Board of Supervisors representing the Matoka District, and I here today, graduates, to confer upon you congratulations and best wishes from the Chester County Board of Supervisors. Dr. Doherty did something a few minutes ago which is important. He recognized the military service that many of the people in our community have given to our country. What I would like to do is actually ask all those who serve in our public safety community, fire, police, sheriff, emergency communications, to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. I've said this before and I'll say it again, we're very fortunate in Chester County. I think we have the best public safety in the United States of America. And having had to utilize services of the fire department recently, I can tell you they are outstanding. Graduates, you know, as a Board of Supervisors member, I get to go to a lot of things, you know, groundbreakings, for example, like when we opened up Lego, right? But being able to come to a graduation ceremony, truthfully, is one of the more rewarding things that I get to do. And so thank you for allowing me to come today. I want to share a little story with you. My wife, Leanne, and I went out to dinner a couple of weeks ago to Hidden Wit Brewery. It's a great place, by the way, if you haven't been there. And we ran into one of your classmates. Hi, Ellie. Are you out there somewhere? There she is, right there. I have to tell you that, by the way, she's going to Ole Miss, if you didn't know that. We're very impressed with Ellie. Many things impressed us. One of the things that really impressed upon us, though, is why she's choosing the profession that she's going into. I think it was actually pretty impactful, and it got me thinking. You know, as I look out on your class, I can't help but wonder about your stories and your ambitions and what you want to do in life. You know, each year we graduate almost 5,000 students from our Chesterfield County school system. And, you know, and getting to speak with her and others from your class and others from across the county, it actually gives me hope for the future, quite frankly, of our community and our country. Now, you saw something earlier, which was, again, stupendous, when Dr. Doherty asked your parents to stand and recognize you and let you know the support that you have. And it is amazing. And each one of you know how well you're supported by the community. But those teachers on either side of you, they've been mentors for you for the last 4 years. They've given their heart and soul to you to make you better. And you've impacted their lives, whether you believe it or not. They're going to remember you forever. And the class president, you've got a big job, because for the future, from now on, you're going to be in charge of setting up class reunions. You know that, right? So, but after listening to you speak, I think you guys are covered. We're well spoken. My humble advice to you is to take the time to relive the good memories that you've had from the last 4 years. Make them permanently ingrained in your memory. Don't be afraid to tell the people who made those memories with you how much you care about them. They're all, every one of them, they're all unique influences on your life, and they've actually helped to mold you into who you are today. Our lives in this country, in this world of ours, are full of possibilities. And right now, you may have an idea of what you want to do for a career, and you may not. Truthfully, It's too early to tell where life's journey is going to take you. The future's difficult to predict. Life is short, my friends. 1 minute you're in high school, and in a blink of an eye, you're working a full-time job, raising a family, and you sit there and go, where did the time go? Where did it go? You know, my simple wish for you is no matter what you choose in life and to do in the future, that you do your best and you enjoy life. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, the only person you are determined to become is the person you intended to be. Dr. Doherty said it best earlier, keep a positive attitude. Your attitude is important. Be an optimist. Greet people with a smile instead of a frown. Don't let others bring you down. Lift them up. Love your family and friends. Tell them and show them. Put the effort into everything that you do. It makes a difference. Take good care of yourself, both physically and mentally. That'll help you to keep a positive attitude. You know, when I was a kid, we talked about technology a few minutes ago. When I was a kid, if you had a calculator, you couldn't use it in school, and if you did, you were cheating. Y'all have had these phones and these computers, and you're so far more advanced at your age than we were. And so we really do expect tremendous things, and one of the great things about sitting in this position is I get to later on see how much contribution the generations that come through our school systems bring to our communities. In closing, I want to ask that when you are considered where you're headed, keep in mind where you started, here in Chesterfield County. I hope that some of you will consider becoming a teacher, a police officer perhaps, a sheriff's deputy, a firefighter. You see, you are the future. We're the past. And I have absolute confidence in the teaching staff, all of the staff in the school system, and especially in your parents, that they've prepared you for the future. People have heard me say this before, but Chesterfield County is a great community because of its people, because of you, because of your parents, your grandparents, your families, the generations of people that have come before you, and they'll continue after. Chesterfield will continue to be a great community because hopefully after you finish your education, you will choose to come back and live here, get a job, raise your family. By the way, Lego is still hiring if you're interested, and many other companies that we have coming here. But who knows, in 5 years, you may be a teacher sitting in these chairs on each side of a graduating class, being very proud of what you've accomplished as you look out and see the future of America graduating. Class of 2024, I wish for all of you, on behalf of the Board of Supervisors and my wife Leanne and I, health, happiness, and success in life. Thank you. May God bless you. God bless the Commonwealth of Virginia and the United States of America. Thank you.
At this time, we are pleased to announce Cosby High School's top 10 ranked students in the class. When your name is called, please stand at your seat to be recognized. These students represent 4 years of outstanding work. Congratulations. Number 9 is Catherine Muir with a She had a GPA of a 4.8834. Another number 9, Sienna Good, who also had a GPA of 4.8834. Number 8 is Alexis Adams. She had a GPA of 4.8871. Number 7 is Zaina Abu Saleh. She had a GPA of a 4.888. Number 6 is Lauren Garrity with a GPA of 4.92. Number 5 is Aislinn Siegel with a GPA of 4.93. Number 4 is Carista Isley with a GPA of 4.95. And number 3 with a 4.96 is Brittany Men. Our number 2 student in the class has a 5.078, and that's Molly Janasek. And our number 1 student with a 5.09 is Zachary Stokes. Congratulations.
Independent, confident, hardworking, and creative are only a few adjectives that could be used to describe this year's salutatorian, Molly Janasek. Molly has made a lasting impression on Cosby High School. She's helped create permanent murals, participated in the show choir group Rhapsody, and been a member of the Color Guard with the Titan Marching Band. Molly has been inducted into numerous honor societies, held leadership roles with various school clubs, been recognized by faculty for awards, and participated in volunteer opportunities. Molly is a well-rounded and quiet leader. In the fall, Molly plans to attend the University of Virginia, where she will pursue a 4-year degree to become a biomedical engineer. She hopes that biomedical engineering will allow her to develop life-saving medical technology and prosthetics using her intelligence and creativity to help others. Molly says, life is about overcoming obstacles, and I want to help people find inventive ways to overcome theirs. It is my pleasure to introduce our salutatorian for the 2023-2024 school year, Molly Janasek.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, relieved parents, board siblings, and of course, the 2024 graduating class of Cosby High School. We made it. First, I'd like to thank my mom for being my role model, for knowing exactly what to say when I'm stressed, and for giving the best hugs. Also, thank you, Dad, for encouraging me to work hard both in and out of the classroom. Finally, thanks to Cooper, my beloved emotional support dog, for always being there for me. And on behalf of our senior class, I'd like to thank our incredible faculty, whose passion for teaching what matters to them has inspired us to pursue our own passions in life. I loved making hilarious plays in Dr. V's literature class, debating history in Mr. Abbott's class, and paving the runway with Miss Andre's Rhapsody. Because of Cosby's wonderful teachers, I have learned so much during my time here. Most notably, I have finally managed to put on my own fake eyelashes after 3 years of show choir. And to you, the class of 2024, thank you for providing me with my best friends and priceless memories. I have loved performing, painting, traveling, studying, and laughing with you. Today, as we stand on a cusp of a new chapter in our lives, I urge you to reflect on the journey that has led us to this moment. It seems like just yesterday we were starting high school as freshmen, logging in the Google Meet for the first time. Then we were sophomores, eagerly learning how to drive. As juniors, we took the dreaded SAT, and as seniors, we crammed together for our last exams. Now, we are united as a class for the very last time. There have been many bumps along the road over the past few years. COVID, facial acne, the Cosby parking lot, and more recently, senioritis. Despite all this, we are still graduating today. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. Our journey forward includes diverging paths, whether it's trade school, the military, college, go Who's, or entering the workforce. Regardless of our path, we should all consider the actress Zendaya's words when she said, "Determination. No matter what field you're in, determination will surely get you to the top." Graduates, as we enter the next phase of our lives, let's remember that we have the resilience and determination to overcome any obstacle, whether it's doing our own laundry, doing our taxes, or remembering to bring all of our friends to vote with us in the next election. Take the determination that you've practiced as a Titan, all the skills you've built upon, and all the things you've discovered about yourself, and apply them in meaningful ways as you embark on the journey ahead of you. Determination alone won't be enough. You must also carry a growth mindset. One of my favorite quotes is by civil rights activist Maya Angelou, who once said, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." Don't let a small failure define who you are. Learn from your mistakes and you'll come out as a stronger person. And remember, your success is not defined by the opportunities that you're given. It's defined by what you make of the opportunities that you have. So harness those opportunities and you will accomplish great things. Graduates, your time has come to shine and all your dreams are on their way. I am so proud of what we have achieved and what every single one of you will achieve. Congratulations, Cosby class of 2024. Thank you.
In addition to his academic strengths, our valedictorian is also ambitious and courteous. He has a steadfast curiosity for reading and learning in and out of the classroom. His favorite quote is, "I cannot live without books," by Thomas Jefferson. Even while balancing his rigorous academic coursework and extracurricular activities, Zachary always manages to devote time to reading. He especially enjoys reading American history as he is deeply interested in understanding events, people, and beliefs that have shaped American society. Throughout his high school career, Zachary has been actively involved in areas of school leadership, athletics, and community service. He has taken on several leadership positions to include Vice President of DECA, Cosby Forum Leader, Treasurer of the Science National Honor Society, and Captain of his club soccer team. During his freshman year, he even became an active member of the Cosby soccer team. He has demonstrated commitment serving his community by volunteering many hours at the Peter Paul Development Center, Camp Invention, and James River Parks. And when Zach found out he would be valedictorian and I would be reading this intro, his only ask was that I recognize his parents, Magali and Matthew Stos, for supporting him and putting him on the right path. That just speaks to how humble and respectful this young man is. After graduation, Zachary will be attending the University of Virginia. Zachary, we congratulate you on this achievement. We have no doubt you will be successful in your future endeavors.
Thank you for the kind words, Mr. Snyder, even though everyone here now knows I'm a nerd. Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2024. It is a tremendous honor for me to be part of such a special occasion, even if it means giving a speech in front of thousands of people. I stand here today as your valedictorian, but this never would have been possible without my amazing teachers, administrators, coaches, friends, and family. I owe a special thank you to Miss Morden and Mr. Averill for writing my college recommendations, broadening my academic interests, and helping me whenever needed. To my girlfriend Taylor, you've supported me through so much, and I don't know what I would do without you. Thank you to my good friends Landon and Javi for the jokes we shared at lunch, always having my back, and making the most boring school days bearable. To my beloved 6-year-old sister Allison, no pressure. Finally, to my incredible parents, Matt and Magali, the dedication, care, and love you've given have made me into the person I am today. Words cannot express my gratitude to both of you, and I hope to continue to make you proud. Whether it be after graduation, on Mother's or Father's Day, or just any normal day, I encourage everyone here to take the time to thank the loved ones who have helped you succeed, because none of us could have reached graduation alone. While there were many ups, high school is now without its downs. Together, we lost our freshman year to COVID, and while I'm happy 5-foot-tall freshman me never had to fear being stuffed into a locker, I'm a towering 5'6" now. I regret missing my first day of high school and many other quintessential experiences. The next year was sophomore year, but no one really cares about that, and my time is limited, so moving on. Junior year brought many new adversities. SATs were reluctantly taken. Many students entered the workforce for the first time and learned to juggle their various academic, work, and extracurricular responsibilities. Worst of all, we suffered through the brutal after-school traffic in the parking lot, an affliction that I'm sure many parents here have suffered through too. Finally, the senior year. Many of us went through the stressful college admissions process. More were faced with difficult decisions as they planned for life after high school, and everyone struggled with senioritis. However, we, the class of 2024, persevered through all of these challenges and are better for it. I'm not here to give any advice because firstly, I'm deeply unqualified. I can barely put on my cap. My tassel is a mess, always in my face, and I can't tie a tie. But also, I have yet to experience what the world is like after high school. But I am sure about one thing: we are prepared for it. President Kennedy famously said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." As I look across the Siegel Center today, it is clear to see that the class of 2024 is ready for this challenge. Amongst our classmates, there are enlistees in the United States military prepared to serve this country proudly. There are aspiring doctors and nurses hoping to care for the well-being of people in need. There are prospective teachers committed to educating the next generation. Sitting by your side today may be a future electrician, engineer, or entrepreneur ready to make their mark on the world. I could go on. It is truly inspiring to hear of all the ways Cosby's class of 2024 plans to make the world a better place. After today, one chapter of our life will come to a ceremonious close, but an unknown, exciting, and new one will begin. Some of us will be heading to college, others to trade school, and a few to the workforce. But wherever you go, don't forget the value of hard work, which has enabled you to receive your diploma today. Strive to do things well, but make sure not to do them too well, or you will have to give a speech in front of thousands of people. Hold on to memories of going to senior sunrise with friends, cheering roll, darn, I'm looking at Mr. Snyder on that one, Titans at football games, and dancing while profusely sweating at prom. Most of all, never forget the potential you have, no matter how small, to change the world for the better. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
Next up, we have the Health Sciences Specialty Center representative. In his 4 years at Cosby, he's taken advantage of our rigorous coursework, accumulated over 200 hours volunteering at St. Francis Medical Center, and held down a part-time job. Each summer, he spent engaging in workshops, research, seminars, and residential enrichment programs at esteemed institutions such as Cornell, the University of Chicago, Virginia Tech, and Virginia Commonwealth University. Combining these experiences with his unwavering integrity and tremendous work ethic, he has earned the rare privilege of guaranteed admission to medical school at Wayne State University. Please welcome Kevin Cometta.
Good morning, faculty, parents, friends, distinguished guests, and most importantly, class of 2024. My name is Kevin Cometta, and I have the great honor of addressing you all, representing the Governor's Health Sciences Academy here at Cosby. 4 years ago, I was an 8th grader at Matoka Middle applying to the Health Sciences Academy with no idea of what I would be getting myself into. When the pandemic hit, it felt so surreal having to start at a new school through a Chromebook screen, being introduced to unfamiliar faces, all sitting and some even sleeping behind their screens. When I took my first steps in the Cosby hallways during my sophomore year, I knew absolutely nobody. Fortunately, through the health science program, I quickly found a small community of peers that I would call my friends for years to come. Through exposure to the health sciences in classes I've taken, such as Health Science Explorations, our Health Sciences Academy partnership with VCU, Medical Law and Ethics, and Anatomy and Physiology, I've come to realize that a career in medicine is what I want to pursue. Because of my experiences during my time in the health science program, I've been fortunate enough to be accepted to an 8-year guaranteed medical program at Wayne State University in Detroit. Thank you. As I sought to bid farewell to high school, after our awards ceremony 2 Fridays ago, I visited a couple of teachers that I've had over the past few years. My teachers and many other adults in my life all asked me the same question. How do you feel about graduating and embarking on the next chapter of your life? In truth, this question often leaves me feeling uneasy, conflicted, and confused. No matter how tiring going to school from 8:30 to 3 o'clock every day was, it was a routine that I've been accustomed to for so long, so thinking about change was frightening. This question also prompted me to reflect on my past few years at Cosby. I don't know about you all, but when I look back and think on the way things panned out, I tend to have some regrets, whether it's about specific clubs I didn't join, friends I didn't make, or experiences that I withheld myself from. While this is the end of a chapter, this is only the beginning of a new book. Everyone here has a different pathway to follow and their own story to craft. But regardless if you're going to a 4 or 2-year college or university, going to trade school, joining the military, going straight into the workforce, or still deciding on what comes next, we're all united here today by the fact that this is our new beginning. No matter how our lives have played up to this point, no matter how high school went for us, graduation can be a turning point in all of our lives. It's important for all of us to remember that we're the author of our own book, and no matter what people say about us, whether as individuals or as a generation, we are the key to the future, and we have the power to shape society into how we want it. But that starts from within each of us as individuals. The saying, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take," applies to all facets of life. Ms. Rogers, the coordinator of the Health Science Specialty Center, is going to hate me quoting from Grey's Anatomy, but as I conclude, I want to share this quote from Meredith Grey with you all. She says, "The deepest, most painful regret is a regret that occurs after letting something amazing pass by." Regardless of what your next chapter in life is, I urge all of you to seize every opportunity and make it worth something. Our time of looking back and having regrets about missed opportunities is over. Let's all enter this new chapter with the intention of choosing our own destiny and creating the change that we want to see. Thank you.
Parents, I want to start by thanking you for your continuous partnership. You send us your students each day, and together, we have worked to prepare them for the challenges ahead. This year has flown by, hasn't it? It seems like just yesterday, it was football season, and Jacob Moore and several other seniors were trying to get me to do the roller coaster for the student section during home football games. We're not going to do that here today, but I do hope that you all have enjoyed the activities and experiences throughout this year leading up to culminating events like senior prom, senior picnic, and today. I will definitely remember prom, as once again, Jacob Moore tried to get me out on the dance floor. That is also not going to happen here today. Sharing in these moments as a spectator, it certainly looked like, as a class, you enjoyed being a senior once before moving on to being a Titan forever. Congratulations on making it to the first of many proverbial finish lines in your lives. You are the 17th graduating class from Cosby High School, and as a class, you are to be commended for your outstanding academic accomplishments. You have embraced your class motto this year, and many of you have left your legacy on Cosby. The halls of Cosby, the Cosby community, and the faculty and staff will long remember the great accomplishments of the class of 2024. Each year, as we get close to graduation, I spend a lot of time pondering my message to the graduating class. My research typically takes me to the internet, where there are plenty of wise words that have been shared over the years, but I always come back to one of my colleagues from South Carolina. He uses just 6 words to sum up the recipe for success. Work hard, get smart, do good. The first two, work hard, you all have demonstrated your work ethic in your time at Cosby, and especially this year. Several demonstrated working hard, as Matthew McVeigh, Zaina Abu Saleh, Liliana Forbes, Kaylee Jones, Mal Othman, Kari Isley, and Molly Janasek worked on murals for the halls of Cosby and elementary schools in our feeder patterns. The undefeated show choir season, led by the class of 24, where Bree Corden, Sophia Allen, Kevin Ortiz received many accolades, was another place that demonstrated your hard work. You also showed hard work with several state championships, as Lexi Stevens won a state championship for swimming. Sebastian Blatt and Alora Houchins won back-to-back state championships in forensics. And Eli Kramer with back-to-back-to-back state championships in wrestling. As you move forward, continue to challenge yourself to strive for excellence. Your work ethic demonstrates more about your true character than words ever will. The next two, get smart. You all have certainly demonstrated that as a class, as 211 of you have earned a grade point average of 4.0 or higher. $250 of you are graduating with at least 15 college credits, earning the designation of early college scholars. And as a class, you earned $9,984,000 in scholarships. Whether your next step takes you on a path to military, trade school, career, or college, your learning does not end today. Challenge yourself to grow your knowledge and thoughts through books, opportunities, and life experiences. The last two, do good. Many of you were the good, finding ways to serve or be active in our community and putting in thousands of service hours supporting a variety of organizations, the Cosby community, and Chesterfield County. Some of you also embodied these words with little gestures, like Kazra Shabani, who went out of his way to find students sitting alone in the cafeteria and invited them to sit with him and his friends. His good deeds did not end there, as he would often check back with those students at a later time. Continue to challenge yourself to find ways to make a positive impact on your community. If you keep those 6 words, work hard, be smart, do good, and you live by them, then I guarantee that not only will good things come to you, but great things will happen because of you. Now, I don't want to drag this out any longer. In just a few minutes, you will no longer be seniors, but you will be Titans forever. Congratulations to the class of 2024. And now the time we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. Will the junior marshals please come forward to escort our graduates?
Zachary Matthew Stos. Molly Elizabeth Janisek. Sebastian Philip Blott. Kevin Sunyi Njo Kometa. Jayla Lillian Terry. Sophia Nicole Allen. Tyler Everett Blom. Adeline Nanette Charles. Sophia Isabella Dawson Montalvo. Max Carter Goldsmith. Victoria Grace Hughes. Avery Nicholas Jones. Avery Madison Leparati. Isaac Thomas Marco. Davis Michael Farah. Taylor Alexis Martin. Bridget Summer Medulla. Enzo Lokahi Reginelli. Kylie Elizabeth Simmons. Aislinn Elizabeth Smith. Drake Burton Smith. William Brian Waugh Jr. Zaina Imad Abu Salah. Joseph John Accardi. Sean Wallace Acree. Alexis Parker Adams. Brendan Martin Adams. Edward Carter Adeniyi Ayode Adedeje. Samuel Isaac Allman. Jocelyn Donna Amiche. Trent Sean Amadeo. Caitlin Laura Anderson. Joshua Nicholas Afanador. Isabel Marie Anderson. Yaya Alaune. Emmanuel Ephraim Archibald. Connor Henry Argyle. Jack Ryan Arthur. Taylor Morgan Ashford. Autumn Marie Aviles. Bessie Shande Ayu. Aiden Joseph Beatty. Miranda Lee Bailey. Kayla Renee Ball. Jack Thomas Balo. Zoe Annette Barker. Addison Nicole Barnett. Darius Charles Barone. Joshua Lucas Barraza. Coleman Nathaniel Barrow. Peyton Lynn Barrow. David Steele Beasley. Sanaa Kalia Beckwith. Rurik Sunga Damar Bang. Grayson George Benjamin. Carter Alexander Bennett. Kylie Nevea Bennett. Gabriel Nicholas Benson. L. Taylor Benton. Grayson Richard Berry. John Abdelmassa Bachet. Sadie Michelle Billikopf. Melina Beniam. Armias Tagai Berhane. Charles Lawrence Black. Ava Danielle Blom. Hannah Lynn Bolt. Jordan Tyler Bonnet. Zaquan Xavier Latrell Booker. Melena Elizabeth Booth. Christian Gabriel Bork Sanchez. Christopher Jacob Boyd. Robert Lee Boyd IV. Sadler Reese Boykin. Tucker Winfrey Bradley. Rebecca Danielle Bragdon. Leah Deneen Branch. Cameron Jacob Brashear. Brian Stanley Giovanni Briggs. Mackenzie Paige Brinkman. Joshua Randall Brizendine. Cameron Alexander Brown. Kylan Patrick Brown. Julia May Brownie. Grace Ann Abigail Bryant. Maeve Kathleen Bryant. Zoe Elise Bryant. Lindsay Morgan Buck. Caitlin Grace Bueller. Zachary Michael Bumgarner. Juliana Michelle Berner. Alexander Tobias Buxton. Olivia Elizabeth Kane. Angelina Annalise Cardona. Stella Madison Carmichael. Caroline Sophia Carnes. Elijah Linwood Carter. Brendan James Cast. Javier Diego Cuttadrill. Davis Gregory Chalker. Taylor Ashley Chappell. Kyle Joseph Charlton. Tony Bong Chow. Alicia Lexus Chavis. Danielle Marie Cheatham. Jada Calissa Cheek. Jasmine Carissa Cheek. Ivan Chen. Kalina May Childers. Banesha Homyar Choksi. Elizabeth Ann Marie Christensen. Tanaya Desiree Christian. Haroldin Alexander Nelson Clark. Zachary Nicholas Constantino. Julia Bryn Cook. John Robert Cooper. Jackson Thomas Corbett. Liliana U. Cordero. Brianna Cordon. Joanna Luana Costa Diaz dos Santos. Elijah Franklin Kramer. Joshua Isaac Critchlow. Haley Ann Cuddyback. Emma Nicole Dagenhart. Brandon Robert D'Agostino. Juliana Marie Dance. Taylor Monique Darden. Cole Joseph Darling. Casey Julianne Darling. Arpita Das. Michael Carson Davis. Tyla Chanel Davis. Carter Patrick Dean. Robert Florentino Del Cid. Jaden Alexander Dan Honor Kim Delgado. Samuel Curtis Delicott. Dylan Antonio Desimone. Joshua Ethan Detmer. Jakari Samuel Dillard. Reese Johanna Dillon. Isabella Reese DeShillo. Isaac Benjamin Dobbins. Aaron Doggett. Ryan William Doherty. Grayson Maddie Dowdy. Jocelyn Mackenzie Druin. Alex Michael Dry. Jonathan Lee DeBruler. Lauren Blair Duffy. Jasna Marcel Dumont. Hunter Maximus Dunn. Caitlin Ariana Durio. Colin John Dyer. Ariel Escamilla. Ayana Lynn Edwards. Carter Adelaide Ellis. Noura Osama Mohammed Mohsen A. Said. Braden Mark Elsie. Jolie Ann Epperson. Kaylin Marie Evans. Fabricio Raphael Everest. Jameer Jabari Ewing. Mackenzie Grace Ewing. Owen Davis Fay. Bianca Sarah Favasovich. Angel Christina Fennel. Danica Winter Fink. Peyton Scott Fisher. Morgan Elise Flatham. Samuel James Flockhart. Krista Danielle Floyd. Ryan Cohen Foley. Liliana Marie Forbes. Aiden Nakai Foreman. Riley William Foster. Nevea Rose Fournier. Mark Stephen Faust. Denia Carlise Freyerson. Danica Noel Francis. Nicholas Scott Chandler Friedel. Natalie Louise Fraustet. Evan Tyler Gaines. Nathaniel Jermaine Garcia. Xavier Orion Garcia. Logan Christian Garner. Gabriela Nieves Boucher Garrido. Kyle Jason Garrison. Lauren Elise Garrity. Nathan Henry Giovanello. Eveline Kate Getz. Landon Whitley Gill. Nathan Herbert Gilly. Lucas Benjamin Godfrey. Sophia Ryan Godfrey. Leonardi Daniel Gomez Munoz. Gabriela Star Gonzalez. Selena Grace Gonzalez. Alexis Olivia Good. Sienna Jordan Good. Jalen Alexandra Gordon. Taylor Ann Gore. Marissa L. Gorin. Amelita Castro Gores. Axel Wenceslao Granados Cortez. Donnie Ray Graves. Sean Patrick Gravitt. Selah Mackenzie Greer. Hannah Darissa Gregory. Nicholas James Greer. Catherine Elizabeth Grimm. Landon Asher Noel Gravetti. William Jackson Grubbs. Ethan Aaron Ha. Mikhail Habib. Armin Kleka. Brendan James Hall. Lynn Hamawal Yunus. Echo Hahn. Caitlin Ann Handley. Alicia Marie Harrington. Brooke Addison Harris. Carly Jane Harris. Jackson Oliver Harry. Devin Michael Harder. Sarah Alexis Harder. Nathan Michael Hartsfield. Emma May Hess. Amber Nicole Hayes. Dennis Michael Hayes. Nikita James Hayes. Jesus Enrique Hernandez Arganzones. Camden Michael Herrick. Diana Elvira Hidalga Jacome. Taylor Brianna Higgins. Reed St. Clair Hill. Christian Khalil Hines. Jack Jaden Hinton. Riley Madison Hodges. Anisha Angelique Hogan. Samuel David Holbert. Alora Dannon Houchins. Anna Catherine Howard. Brighton Ann Hubbard. Riley Elizabeth Hubbard. Alec Thomas Hughes. Jordan Sophia Hummer. Kaylee Ann Huntington. Carolus Megid Sobe Ayub Ibrahim Ibrahim. Carista Nadine Elizabeth Isley. Dimanth Madhusudan Iyer. Maxwell Duff Jackson. Jillian Marie James. Tristan Michael Jameson. Elizabeth Riley Jarrett. London Francis Jefferson. Ava Lorraine Jennings. Hadley Marquette Jepson. Nathan Michael Johnson. Paul Johnson IV. Rylan Tucker Johnson. Charles Mamadou Jondit. Kaylin Chanel Jones. Kaylee Madison Jones. Osase Naftali Josiah. Carson Anthony Cadlick. Roman Kaimana Kahili Irizarry. Savannah Lynn Carabinos. Kendall Ray Carnes. Bryce Alexander Cassabong. Jasleen Kaur. Anna Jane Cott. Samantha Grace Kessick. Maria Kanina. Hannah Minja Kim. Lindsay Jane Kirk. Savannah Lee Kerwin. Lorna Evelyn Knight. Zachary Haney Kohler. Anastasia Kukutsi. Agalos Nikos Kutsadoros. Abigail Sidney Kozak. Kai Alexander Kirkendall. Kylan Alexander Kirkendall. Joseph Michael Lamatina. Jackson Christopher Lambert. Evan Allen Montague Lance. Natalie Ann Lane. Zachary Edward Larimore. Hope Zauzau Lassiter. Chadwick Michael Lehman. Teresa Von Lee. Mariah Makpia LeBron. Deja Denise Lee. Ethan Alexander Lee. McKenna Grace Lenertz. Lance Stanley Lepsio. Jason Spencer Leonard. Aiden Micah Leslie. Brandon Nathaniel Lewis. Paolo Benedict Limbaga. Dante Savon Lipsy. Zoe Nicole Liu. Ellie Grace Liverman. Ryan Duke Laundrie. Emily Daniela Lopez Paz. Maggie Elizabeth Lorraine. Thomas Ethan Lowe. Adarlene Maria Lugo. Juliana Marie Maybe. Tyson Jody McDonald. Anya Patricia Magazine. Taylor Christine Major. Caitlin Elizabeth Malone. Sasha Catherine Manheim. Ari Timmel Mans. Ariana Nicole Manson. Preston Avery Klein Martin. Callum Francis Mock. Abigail Reese Maurer. Corey Austin Mays. Landon Scott Mays. Chelsea Zakia Benzandore. Reagan Lauren Jean McAfee. Corinne Reese McCandlish. Kiara Elizabeth McCovic. Landon J. McDonald. Mary Delaney McHugh. Alex Nancy McMurdy. Lily Marie McPartlin. Benjamin Allen McVeigh. Matthew Thomas McVeigh. Zain Aftab Memon. Brittany Men. Delaney Joe Miller. Kevin Anthony Miller Jr. Mohammed Hossam Mohammed. Sylvia Esperanza Molina. Lauren Scott Monahan. Peter Louis Monstella IV. Adeline Elizabeth Montes. Ethan Sejin Moon. Hallie Ann Moore. Jacob Michael Moore. Kirsten Morley. Molly Beth Mountcastle. Catherine Rose Muir. Molly Tucker Muir. Anna Jovi Myers. Julia Grace Napier. Mackenzie Lauren Neal. Rachel Elizabeth Noonan. Samantha Grace Neese. Margaret Catherine Norwood. Cameron Patrick O'Connell. Isaac James Odin. Joseph William Ortega. Kevin Anibal Ortiz. Malik Ahmed Ahmed. Allison Francis Ottaviano. Andrew Philip Pelaconda. Colin Mark Palmer. Rebecca Amalia Palmer. Sarah Amorim Parson. Aragon Gabriel Pasqua. Shivan Alpesh Patel. Brendan Wallace Patton. Ryan Taylor Payne. James Stephen Pearl. Cadence Ann Peffer. Ileana Marie Pena. Sophia Adeline Pennington. Ian Robert Perry. Nathan Adam Peterson. Aiden Joseph Petrie. Jaden Christopher Phillips. Eli Stefan Peterman. Curtis Luke Pleasant III. Ashley May Ponce. Gisela Alejandra Pons. Dominic Akil Poole. Ryan Nathaniel Presho. Caroline Paige Pritchett. Cadence Taylor Pruckner. Chloe Grace Pruitt. Layla Simone Pugh. Mason Carter Pulliam. Matthew Kincaid Purdy. Joshua Villamore Putnam. Preston Rabb. Aaron Pierce Rackley. Bexley Auburn Radford. Thomas Arthur Rabel. Elijah Daniel Ramos. Cameron O'Neill Rancher. Lav Camille Rand. Roman Gabriel Rand. Jack Ross Reed. Sawyer Jackson Reasoner. Aaron Liam Ryan. Angelina Michelle Rendon. Alexa Sanaya Reynoso. Jordan Armani Rhodes. Harrison Reed Richards. Tyler Nicholas Ritz. Emma Caroline Roberts. Kayana Annette Robertson. Michael Brandon Robinson. August Olivia Rocha. Isabella Marie Rodriguez. Bennett Patrick Rogers. Joshua Caleb Rosario. Renee Zeta Rosario. Christopher Ray Roundtree Jr. Jaden Isaiah Rucker. Deasia Simone Ruffin Carter. Jennifer Reagan Russell. Rylan Timothy Ruth. Derek Andrew Rutledge. Ibrahim Sharif Sadek. Ryan Kundai Glenn Sumbana. Jesse Sam Sammy. Julian Paul Sanchez. Ava Georgia Sanders. Camille Sophia Santiago. Kaylee Nicole Scheffler. Carly Martina Schenkman. Aiden Maxwell Schnars. Emma Lynn Schwela Schultz. Gretchen Paige Schultz. William Jordan Scholes. Daniel Allen Schweitzer. Dominic Aiden Scott. Julian Zachary Scott. Sarah Noel Seagraves. Aislinn Abigail Seibel. Rain Hernandez Serrano. Betseda Lisbeth Serrano Cruz. Armando Fabian Serrano Lugo. Devin Paul Sharma. Caitlin Margaret Sharp. Mackenzie Denise Shea. Lucas Mason Sheehan. Kezra Shabani. Lucas Michael Sheelick. Richard Michael Shepard. Cole Eric Shingleton. Anu Teresa Seeby. Nikolai Wells Simon. Anna Rosina Simpson. Brooks Franklin Simpson. Caitlin Dorothy Sivak. Chandler Todd Smith. Kaylin Elise Smith. Sophia Elizabeth Smith. Olamide Christiana Showatan. Michaela Jade Sothin. Rachel Corinne Spencer. Lucia Grace Spinelli. Jane Claire Spires. Ashley Carr Spriggs. Lauren Nicole Sprouse. Nathan Coy Spruill. Carly Jordan Stafford. Sarah Raylan Staley. Jacob Steimel. Alexis Lauren Stevens. Jonathan Matthew Stewart. Ian Joshua Still. Morgan Alexandra Stringer. Riley Ann Swain. Stone Aiden Swisher. Mary Andrea Syracuse. Bethany Abigail Ty. Harper Jameson Talbot. Eleanor B. Talley. Aiden William Taylor. Braden Massey Taylor. Frederick Dylan Taylor. Zanaya Sky Taylor. Annika Branwen Chinecki. Hannah Rose Terry. Emily Faith Thomas. Joel Thomas. Lauren Caitlin Thomas. Roman Chase Thomas. Zara Leslie Thomas. Justice Avant Thompson. Savannah Faye Thompson. Omari Isaiah Alexander Thorpe. Zaria Suzette Tobias. Mary Austin Toman. Isaac Torres. Bella Willow Tortorello. Nicholas Walker Trabosh. Madeline Grace Trainer. Natalie Olivia Trainer. Ava Michelle Trent. Seth Aiden Truesdale. Eva Charlotte Trump. Jordan Charles Tucker. Michaela Ireland Tuthill. Charity Nicole Tynes. Austin Madison Vargo. Olivia Catherine Velarde. Julia Camille Velasquez. Anne Elizabeth Vernon. Max Ryan Wachahowski. Tucker Lee Waldrop. Brooklyn Christina Walker. Jaden Bryce Walker. Corinne Price Wallace. Benjamin Matali Walwork. Evelyn Elizabeth Wash. Morgan Ashley Watson. Rachel Ann Waters. Landon Cole Weaver. Jason Patrick Weber. Jackson Taylor Waite. Abigail Lee Wells. Rena Sky Iwasa Wetzler. Joanne Lee White. Kimora Brooklyn Capri Whitfield. Tyler Jeffrey Whiting Jr. Aubrey Ryan Wiley. Alden Elizabeth Wilhelm. Joseph Kirian Williams. Terrence Anthony Williams II. Michaela Ryan Willoughby. Savannah Michelle Willoughby. Andre Jerome Wilson III. Darius Malik Wilson. Nathan Wilson. Anna Temple Winfrey. Connor Kent Winter. Gavin Nicholas Woodfin. Marissa Frances Woods. Ava Catherine Woodson. Hannah Diane Worthington. Natalia Charlize Wonder. Amira Fatima Yahaya. Sonora Ann Cadlett. Lily Catherine Yeomans. Holly Elizabeth Young. Carson Richard Zabel. Joseph Isaac Zaborik. Anna Yedin Chong. Nevea Chang. Trinity Ann Renee Zick. Alexis Sierra Zontz.
Let's give our seniors a round of applause. Will the class of 2024 please stand? Dr. Doherty, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Cosby High School, I certify that these candidates have met the requirements established by the Commonwealth of Virginia and Chesterfield County, and they are eligible to receive their diplomas. Class of 2024, please move your tassel from right to left. I now proclaim that you are graduates of Cosby High School. To the class of 2024, it is our hope that as you travel, you will wear the Titan name honorably, for today we celebrate your accomplishments and your dreams. As you move on to accept the challenges in life, this faculty wishes you much success and a safe journey. At this time, would our guests please rise for the recessional?